Hello everyone, welcome back to the Legacy of War channel. Please subscribe and like my videos. Let me tell you a story you won't believe. Imagine a quiet midnight somewhere deep inside an Arctic test range. Silent, long, empty runway, a hushed countdown, and then the roar of a launcher. A missile rises into the dark sky, powered by something beyond conventional fuel, flying thousands of kilometers, dipping below radar, evading defenses, silently promising a new era of shock and awe. That story is the backdrop to Russia's latest secret weapon, and today we're diving deep into its exterior. Its interior, yes, we'll lift the lid. Performance, safety features, unique selling points, a look at speaking price in effect, and finally what it all means. Let's start on the exterior. From the outside, this weapon looks deceptively sleek for something so terrifying. Its body is long, aerodynamic, and streamlined to minimize radar signature, yet its shape carries hidden ferocity. The launcher vehicle is robust and mobile, able to deploy from remote hardened sites or hidden shelters. Its outer skin is hardened, possibly with radar, absorbing coatings or angled facets to reduce detection. The tail fins and small control surfaces indicate maneuverability. Coloration is typical dark olive, drab with muted markings, a predator moving unseen. Imagery reveals how the Russians have placed emphasis on mobility. The missile can be carried by strategic bombers or ground-slung launchers, enabling launch from varying vectors. The exterior tells you, this is not your grandfather's missile, this is a different beast. It looks ready to strike anywhere, anytime, with the world watching only after it launches. Inside, the interior of the system is compact yet dense with advanced technology. The warhead section houses a high-yield payload, perhaps nuclear or advanced conventional, surrounded by multiple layers of insulation and shielding to survive high stress. Behind it, the propulsion section takes center stage, in this case a possible nuclear-powered cruise motor or a high-energy ramjet engine, enabling extraordinary range. Fuel tanks are minimal compared to orthodox missiles because the power system is sustained by the reactor or perpetual supply. Avionics and guidance modules are stacked in a sealed compartment with inertial, satellite GLONASS and maybe terrain, map navigation capable of flying low and around defenses. Thermal shielding, heat exchangers, and radiative cooling are all squeezed into a tight volume. The interior shows that every inch counts, and though short in description, the simplicity of design belies its deadly complexity. Moving on to performance, this weapon delivers remarkable claims. According to open sources, the missile known as the 9M730 Burevestnik is claimed to have virtually unlimited range due to its nuclear-powered propulsion. Russia states it recently tested this missile covering 14,000 km in about 15 hours. It is said to evade current missile defense systems because of its low flying route, unpredictable cruise path, and long loiter capability. It isn't just raw speed, though speed is high, but agility in trajectory, ability to approach from unexpected directions, and endurance until it reaches target. The performance envelope, long range, deep penetration, low observability, marks a shift in strike doctrine. It can fly beyond typical staging zones, strike from across the globe, and potentially glide in from surprising angles. In battlefield terms, surprise and persistence have merged. Safety features, despite its obviously lethal mission, several safety and control features are built in. First, launch platforms are hardened and remote, reducing risk to operators. Fail. Safe interlocks likely prevent unintended launch. The onboard guidance system perhaps includes redundancy, fault-tolerant modules, and self-destruct capability if it goes off course. The reactor or power source is likely heavily shielded to contain radiation until deployment, and the cooling/heating systems are designed to be robust under extreme stress. There may also be decoy and jamming resistance built into the navigation sensors, making it harder to spoof or divert. However, it's important to note that some critics point out that nuclear-propelled systems carry inherent risks: reactor failure, debris, radiation contamination in crash scenarios. Nonetheless, from the manufacturer's side, these safety mechanisms are claimed to minimize collateral danger while ensuring the weapon reaches target reliably. Unique selling points. So what makes this weapon stand out? First, nearly unlimited range, unlike most missiles limited by fuel. This design aims to fly as long as necessary. Second, defense evasion, low flight profiles, unpredictable paths, and advanced propulsion make interception much harder. Third, global reach. It can strike anywhere, not just regional theater targets. Fourth, strategic shock value. The mere existence of such a missile alters deterrence calculations. Adversaries must assume it could appear from unexpected directions at unusual times. Fifth, versatility. While configured for nuclear payload, it could also carry advanced conventional warheads, thus broadening its role. These attributes combine to make it not just a weapon, but a statement device, a banner of technological ambition. Pricing and deployment. While exact cost for each weapon is classified, analysts estimate the development program has cost billions of dollars over years. The cost per unit will be very high given reactor/integration costs, guidance systems, and hardened launch infrastructure. Deployment is likely in limited numbers at first. The Russians will concentrate on achieving operational readiness before mass production. For potential export, if ever offered, the price point would be far above conventional missiles. Think in the hundreds of millions per unit. But to an adversarial state, the value is less about quantity than deterrence. A few effectively deployed versions create outsized strategic impact. In practical terms for our review, the price is astronomical, the investment enormous, and the return is measured not just in numbers but in strategic leverage. Conclusion: in summary, this weapon changes the paradigm. The story hook at Midnight Test Range was just the beginning. On the exterior we saw sleek and menacing design. Inside we glimpsed high-power propulsion, smart guidance, and compact warhead architecture. Performance offers near-global reach and evasion. Safety features mitigate but cannot eliminate risk. Unique selling points elevate it into a strategic class. Pricing underscores high stakes. For our audience, this means one thing: the face of war is changing. Deterrence is no longer about numbers only but about mobility, endurance, surprise. The question we must ask: what do nations do when confronted by a weapon that can come from any direction at any time? For policymakers, they need to rethink missile defense, early warning, and strategic posture. For militias and ground commanders, keep eyes open for unseen axes of attack. For everyday citizens, understand that the invisible future of warfare is already here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you found this deep dive valuable, and stay tuned for our next video where we'll analyze possible counter measures, and global implications of such advanced systems.